Back in 2011, I was looking for a finance role. I had just moved from New York to Michigan. I had graduated with a finance degree. So when I moved out here, I didn't really have a lot of friends, and I met this guy, and him and I worked together for about 2 years there. So he knew I was looking for more of like a professional type of job, office environment, and he gets a call from Nicole that works at a Populus group, and he eventually takes a job there. And you know, I go and I look up the website, and I'm like, I don't know what this is, man. And he's talking to me about how great it is. He's like, oh yeah, you know, you can do your own thing, and you really have a lot of opportunities here to make your own. So I was like, okay, all right. And he tells me there's a spot open, and it's an entry-level finance role. So it's pretty cool. So I was like, all right, let me think about it. So, you know, I discussed with my wife, girlfriend at the time. So I come in for an interview, and it was a great interview process because it was very informal. It was questions I never heard of before. It was more of character fit and cultural fit. I was interviewing with a guy named Tom Mell, and he had mentioned how he started in a similar role that I'd be starting in with Populus Group, and then he grew into, at the time, he was a CFO. And so I thought that was pretty cool. Like, he had an opportunity to make his own from coming from that type of role. So I got the job at Populus, and I'm in finance, and my wife and I, we were expecting a baby, and we go to get the first sonogram. You know, it's pretty cool, right? Like, it's exciting to see the heartbeat, and you know, you see the baby moving around and clapping and stuff. And one of the tests we got, we found out she had a 2-vessel umbilical cord, and so we had to continue to go back every 2 weeks. And what this meant was she had potential for kidney or heart failure, and it was stressful. It was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this with work? And so when I told my manager at the time, you know, what I was going through, you know, most companies would be like, all right, well, you know, you got to make sure you get your work done. And here at Populus Group, it's more of the mentality of do what you need to do, and you can worry about work later. You know, we know you'll be able to finish that, but family comes first. You know, it's always team A is first, your family, and then team B is work life. So one of the greatest benefits about working here was being able to have that flexibility with my schedule, to go to these 2-week checkups and make sure that my daughter, you know, was healthy and that there was nothing wrong. And especially during a stressful time like that, you know, I was going at 12 o'clock in the afternoon or at 4 o'clock, and you know, it's always the mentality that you need to take care of home first.